Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, since we already did warm-up 1 in a previous video, we're going to be starting on string 1. So let's start with the first problem. By the way, in today's video, I'm going to be explaining the problems and giving you guys the answers when I'm done explaining. So let's go into hello name. Let me increase the font size so you guys can see more properly. There we go. Given a string name Bob, return a greeting of the form hello Bob. So this is pretty simple. You just say return hello quotation marks. So in quotation marks, capital H and hello plus name plus, since we need the exclamation mark, we're gonna say quotation marks exclamation mark. There we go. But now, if we run it, you're going to notice that we have all errors. And that's because we don't have a space in the hello. So if we click space in the hello and now click go, it'll be correct because it says that it wants a space between the hello and the name. So you need a space in the hello string. Next problem. So this one's also pretty simple. Return the result of putting them together in the order A, B, B, A. Hi and bye returns hi, bye, bye, hi. So it wants us to return A plus B plus B plus A. So in this format, it's going to return yo, Elise, Elise, yo, and what, up, what. So since A is meaning the first string, we want it to return A, B, B, A. It's going to return hi, bye, bye, hi. So A, B, B, A, we have a plus sign between each of them. And if we run it, we have everything correct. Now moving on to make underscore tags. The web is built with HTML strings like greater than, less than with the word in the middle, the word with the site and the tag in the middle, and the word and the tag after that also. So basically in this, we do not need to use the word tag. We can just say return, since it wants us to return greater than and less than with the word with the tag inside it. So we don't need to use I. We can use tag. So I'm gonna say return symbol plus tag plus the greater than and less than symbols on each of the sides. And then for this one, we're gonna do plus word. It says we need the word in the middle, like that. And then we're just gonna do plus the symbol and then the slash, because it also says we need slash in the second one for the first greater than and less than symbol. So we click slash and then click, and then after that finish off the quotation and then plus tag, and then the same thing over this side, same thing like that symbol right there, and we click go, and it says invalid syntax line 2. So we have an error. So let's see what's wrong. We have the tag with the symbols in the middle. We have the word, as you can see, we have the word. We have the tag. We have the symbol. We have the tag. But as you can see over here, I missed the plus symbol. So now if we click go, everything is correct. Make out word is the next one. This one's also pretty simple. Given out string length 4, return all those symbols and a word. Return a new string where the word is in the middle of the out string. We're just gonna say return the out and then the first two of the symbols, like the first two of the symbols. So if it's these 4, it'll return these 2, the first 2, plus the word plus out and then the last two symbols, which would be -2, -2. There you go. Click go, and everything is correct. So we return the first two symbols, the word, and the last two symbols. So moving on to extra end. Given a string, return a new string made of 3 copies of the last 2 characters of the original string. The string length will be at least 2. So they want us to return the last 2 characters of the string and print it out 3 times. So this one's easy. Return the string, and we want to say the last 2, like last time, colon, and then the other bracket, and we're going to say times 3 because it wants us to print it multiple times, specifically 3 times. So we click enter, and everything's correct. Next problem. Given a string, return the string made of its first 2 characters. So the string hello yields HE. If the string is shorter than the length 2, return whatever there is. So X yields X, and if the empty string quotation marks yields the empty string quotation marks. So let's make an if statement first. So if len, which stands for length, of string is less than 2, we're going to say return string. So we're going to do nothing with the string, we're just going to return the string. And then if we just, so that means if it's more than 2, we're just going to return the first 2. So we're going to return string and then brackets the first 2, which is 0, 2, starting from the first one, which is 0, to the second one. So 0 and 1 are the first 2. It doesn't count the last one, so 2 is not counted in the string. So it's 0 is the first character and 1 is the second character. And 2 would be the third character, but since 2 is not counted in Python, that specific language only, it won't count 2. I don't know if it's specifically Python or this is in other languages, but I'm pretty sure, since I only work Python, this is a rule in Python. So you run this, and as you can see, everything is correct. But I'm pretty sure we do not need this first if statement. So we just delete that and just click return string from the first to the second character. And as you can see, it's all correct. So just, if you want, you can delete the if statement, since it'll return the first 2 anyway, even if it's less than 2. Making our code a little bit shorter. So in this one, it wants us to return half of the string. So in this one, we're going to make a variable first. So we're going to say half is equal to length of the string divided by 2. Now we're going to say we're going to want to return the string, but instead of just returning the string, we need the bracket, so we need to specify which part of the string we want to return. 0, which means the first through all the way through the half. So we're going to say half in here, and then brackets. So it'll print the first half of the string. And there we go, everything's correct. Moving on to the next problem. Given a string, return a version without the first and last character. So hello yields L. The string length will be at least 2. So we just return the string without the first character and the last character. So we're going to say return str with without the first character. So 0. So actually, we're going to say return string minus string 0, first character. And then this might not work, but I'm just testing this theory. We're going to minus also the last character. So it's going to be minus string -1. And if we click go, yeah, this theory did not work. So we want it without the end and without the first and last character. Okay. Let me think about it for a while and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, I am back. This was actually very simple. It just took me like a few seconds to think of a solution to this problem. But we just need a return statement and we're obviously going to return the string. So when it says it wants us to return the string, it means that we don't want the first character. So we're not going to include 0. So we're just going to include we're going to start with the second character instead of the first one because we don't want the first one. And then we are going to end at the second to last character, which is -1. And then we're going to bracket it off. So this should not include the first character or the last character. So let's test my theory. And there we go. Everything is correct. I'm actually surprised this worked. But if you think about it for a while, this theory actually does make sense, or this piece of code, which you return the string without the first and the last character. Next problem, combo string. Given two strings A and B, return a string of the form short plus long plus short. With the shorter string on the outside and the longer string on the inside, the strings will not be the same length, but they may be empty. The length of the empty string might be 0. So the length of all the empty strings are 0, but some strings might be empty is what I mean. So we're going to say, this is pretty simple too, we're going to return B plus, since B is the second one, and the second one, as you can see in this one, is on the outsides, we're going to turn B plus A, which is going to be in the middle, plus B. I'm going to run this, and half of the tests are wrong. So let me see. If we add the second string to, so let's see the test first. This one got okay, but then this one, so A, oh, okay, so since it's asking for the shorter string on the outside, we need to make an if statement first. Sorry, that's my bad. So if length of A is less than the length of B, we're gonna say return it, so return A plus B plus A, and then else, since if it's the opposite, we're just going to return B plus A plus B. So if B is greater than A, it's going to print it in this one because A is going to be shorter, and if A is longer, the length of the string is longer than B, it's going to be printed in the middle because that's what it asks for. The longer string to be printed in the middle and the shorter string to be printed 2 times on the outside of the longer string. So click go, and there we go. All of it is correct. Next question. Given 2 strings, return their concatenation. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Concatenation. Except omit the first character of each. The strings will be at least 1. So it's the same thing as last time. We do not want the first character of both the strings. So we're going to return A. We're just going to start with 1, and then we're going to continue from 1, and we're going to add A plus the first character gone, so the rest of the characters of A without the first character, and we're going to add it to B, the same thing happening to B, B1 colon the rest of the bracket, and then if we click go, this should all be correct because we're not including the first character of A and B, and if we add them together, since we have the plus sign, it should combine them without the first character of each string. So if you run it, as you would see, everything is correct. Moving on to the next problem, which is also the last problem. Given a string, return a rotated left 2 version of where the first 2 characters are moved to the end. The string will be at least 2. So it wants us to move the first 2 characters of the string to the end. So we're going to return string, the first 2 characters, so 0 through 2. We're going to return the first 2 characters. But first, before this, since we want us to be at the end, we're going to return the last, the rest of the characters instead of the first 2. So we already have return. So return string plus, and then after this we mark it here, over here. Since we want to return the rest of them, we say from 2 to the rest. We're going to add it to the first 2. So the rest of the characters is this, and we're going to add it to the first 2 characters of the same string. So these, the 2 string variables that coding that has already created for us, they're the same string. So if we click go, I'd see everything is correct. So we returned the first 2 characters of the string, but we put them at the end because that is what the coding bat asked of us. And we also put the rest of the characters in the beginning. So basically what we're doing is we're transferring the first 2 characters to the end of the string. And yeah, that is the last problem. So we are now done with the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys learned something. And I'll see you guys next time.